Update. Julio Foolio's killers, the evidence the prosecution is relying on that they plan to use against the 5 killers. I'm going to break it all down to you because they dropped a 7-page joint, so I got actual facts. So let's keep it moving. One of the killers is on the run. We're going to talk directly to him. Listen to what we have to say. Don't get involved in the street. If you're already in the street, get out the street, man, if you ain't got a charge. You know what I mean? His situation is a little different. Make sure you hit the notification bell if you're not subscribed while this intro is playing. Hit the notification bell so you know when the videos are going up. I'm going to be going live tonight at 9:30 talking about everything that I'm doing. I'm talking about on Julio Foolio, Young M.A.'s, YSL, the murder trial, Little Woody. So, and I got my phone number up there that I'm going to put where you could call in and get on the joint live. I'm going to drop a link where you could come on the joint, be respectable, and we talk. I'm going to start doing some lives, man. All right? Remember, hit the notification bell so we get this thing popping. If you're already subscribed, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And I want to thank everybody for bringing me to the 100,000 mark. And I went up to 104,000 just by asking y'all. So let's keep this moving. I love the way y'all are representing me. And I know y'all love the way you represent me. And as far as the rat bastards, get off my channel. I don't want you to watch. I don't want you to buy my book. I don't want you anywhere near my channel. All right? This is not that type of channel. This is a gangster channel for people that's gangsters that want to get out the game. And this is a channel for people that want to know about gangsters that's in the game so that they can know why they made the right choice not to get in the game. All right? All right, this is unique Mecca audio, man. As you see, the way I'm sitting, you can see 2 of the brothers, that's the hitters, alleged hitters over my shoulder. You know what I mean? I'm talking to both of them, and I'm letting them know what's going on with the case and why they made the wrong choice. The one that I'm blocking over here, maybe for a reason. You know what I mean? Now, these 2 over here, on the right at the top, we know is already, ready to flip. Sean Garthright tried to, climb out the roof, tried to escape. By him trying to escape, so you understand, right? When he gets sentenced, he'll never be able to go to a lower security prison because they're going to have escape on his jacket. When escape is on your jacket, in the feds or the state, they put a red mark next to you. Like I had a red mark because I allegedly stabbed 2 police and started a riot. So they look at it at any man that's willing to go against the government, willing to start a riot. We need to know who he is, where he is, and everybody on the lowest level need to know where he is. That's how they had me labeled, so that's why I know how they're going to label Sean Garthright. So you understand. Now, sit back. Let me tell you, this is an update on Julio Foolio's killers. The evidence the prosecution is relying on that they released to the public, what they plan on using against the 5 killers. And like I said, 1 is on the run. Now, check this out. We're going to get into the evidence, right? I want you to make sure y'all can see Alicia Andrews because she really screwed up. And that's what I'm saying. Don't get these females involved. They're not cut out for this. And this is not the way this works. You know what I mean? So let's get this thing moving right. Now, they uncovered that there was 2 cars, a black Impala and a 2008, right? 2008. And then there was a silver Chevy Cruze. I'm going to break down who owned what, what's registered to who. So pay attention. Make sure you share this video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. All right? Now, Gutter Zay and Alicia was in the Chevy Cruze. The alleged 3 killers was in the Chevy Impala. Pay attention. We're talking about a Chevy Cruze, right? That Gutter Zay and Alicia was in, and then we're talking about a black Impala that, the so-called hitters was in. Now, they have all 5, on camera in Jacksonville, right? Before they even made, to downtown Tampa. Going into Walmart, right? They got them on camera going into Walmart, stopping to get something to eat. Like this is a game. This is like that, what Mortal Fortress, what's the name of the game that all these kids are playing that T. Gizzy and all of them is promoting right now? They think this is a game, but there's no do-overs. There's no restart when you deal with this. You understand? They got them going into the local Walmart, stopping to get something to eat, shopping, you know what I mean? Stopping, they got them on camera going to gas stations. They got them stopping at the toll booth. They got all this on camera footage, right? So they track everything they did because like in England, they call it CCT camera, meaning they got cameras everywhere. So they can watch you from the time you get off the airport until anywhere you go in England, they know where you're going, and they were saying that was invasion of privacy, but they got away with it. See the 2 brothers looking over my shoulder? One of them is on the run, one of them is in custody, and that's the way it was with me. Let's ride. We got to take a ride. We got to take a ride. Now, so you understand, I'm connected to everything. Let me tell you, rat bastards and scumbags right now, get off my channel. My joint is aggressive, my joint is real, my joint don't pull no punches, and my joint ain't about trying to disrespect nobody. All right? We know Little Woody testified he's a state's informant. I'm not trying to disrespect Little Woody, but once you cross the line and deal with those people, then you're labeled as a rat bastard. Not to disrespect you, because the news stations get on there, they say real polite and what they call it, pussyfoot around, saying that, oh, he's a state's informant on the case. No, he's a rat bastard, because I'm talking to my people, that's your people, Woody, so this is not to disrespect you. You crossed the line. Now the choice is up to you what you do on Monday, because we saw the judge check you and tell you you don't have to testify. If you don't testify, Little Woody, we're gonna put you in jail until the duration of this trial, or at least, which is expected to last until February or March 2025. You're willing to do that, you don't have to testify. You don't testify, you're going to jail. You testify, you go home. We already got a bunch of statements that you've been testifying to for the longest, Little Woody. This is what the judge told him in layman's terms, in nigger terms. You know what I mean? So stop the games, Little Woody. You know what I mean? Let me know what you're going to do. So they asked him, Woody, what are you going to do? Little Woody said, it depends how I wake up that morning. I like that rat. I know I ain't supposed to like a rat, but I like that rat. He told the judge, it depends how I wake up. I'll let you know Monday. So everybody's on pins and needles at the end of their seat, biting their nails, getting their popcorn, waiting to see what Little Woody's gonna do. You see what I'm saying? That's how fly this is, right? Now, check this out, right? Now, right? Let's check out the connection on the 2 cars, who they connected to. That's where we're gonna go right now. You know what I mean? But, we're talking about, okay, they got the camera footage of them, going to Walmart, stopping at the toll booth, hanging out, having fun, going on a road trip. But this is a road trip to go kill. So you understand how the youth is moving today, because I violated and my comrades violated, but I take responsibility for not being here to teach Alicia Andrews and Sean A. Garthright, you know what I mean? And the 2 brothers in the bottom what the rules are, so that they would hopefully have made the right choice not to follow my footsteps, that I'm blessed by God that my sons didn't follow in my footsteps. One did, so you understand. One of my sons is serving. We riding. Remember, we riding. We're going to get back to the story. Any one of y'all that feel like I'm rambling or whatever, just get the hell off the channel, because all this makes sense at the end of the day, because I'm tied in. You know what I mean? I don't know why it's not on mute, but we're going to make sure that everything is on mute that needs to be on mute. Now, so, now it is on mute. That's my dog over there. I got a little dog called Kilo, my man Tiny Bum got me, right? So let me ride, right? So check it out. Anywhere they had to stop for anything, they got them on camera, right? And they can't say they wasn't there, because they got them on camera, stopping at Walmart, stopping to buy gas, stopping to, going through the toll booth, and they take pictures of everything, so you understand, right? So that's where we at. Anywhere they went, they got stopped, and they got it all on footage. Now we're gonna check out the connection. The Chevy Cruze, right? The Chevy Cruze. Right? Because we back to the joint. We stopped riding for those of y'all that's new to the channel, just checking in because you like the title or the thumbnail. Big shout out to my man Dilla, for the thumbnails. And, let's go. The cars they used to, The cars they used to allegedly kill Julio Foolio belonged to them in some kind of way. Check out how the Chevy Cruze belonged to Rashad's brother's girlfriend, and the brother's in jail, and he got the girlfriend to let him use the car, and he went to commit one of the biggest murders during our rap time, of losing murderers, right? So the girlfriend let the brother of her man who's locked up use the car, and I'm sure he didn't tell her that he was gonna go kill nobody, but the feds is gonna say you gave him the car, you knew, so they're gonna try and give her life too, because you heard them say on the news, anybody connected to this in any kind of way will be receiving life in prison. So that's where we at, right? Now, what do you think is gonna happen when the police come to her to ask her, you wanna go to jail, or you wanna, keep it cool, and you want to do what you got to do, That's it. You're going to tell us that you gave him the car and he had the car during the time of the murder, or you not. I know you're on mute. Everything is good. You understand what I'm saying? So now you put in the comments, what do you think she's going to do? She let him use the car. He went to Tampa from Jackson with the car and allegedly bodied Julio Foolio. What do you think he's going to do? So now we got the Chevy Impala, right? So now, Sean Garthright, right, used his mother's car, which is a 2008 Chevy Impala, right, to drive down to Tampa to allegedly kill Julio Foolio. What do you think his mother, will say when the detectives come? Or what do you think she said, past tense, when the detectives came and said, your car was used in a murder in Tampa. We're going to lock you up if you don't, Lawrence sent me $5. Good looking out, Lawrence. It just popped up on my Cash App. Thanks, Lawrence. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't care if it's $1, $5, whatever. I'm giving you a game that you can't, purchase anywhere else. So now, what do you think the mother's going to do when they come say, hey, your car was used in a murder and it's registered to you, so therefore you're charged with the murder? You know what I mean? Put it in the comments. What do you think she's going to do? All right? We're going to get to that. Now, so the Chevy Impala, Sean Garthright used his mother's 2008, like I said, to go from Tampa to allegedly kill Julio Foolio. What do you think she's going to do? And then you got Rashid drove the Chevy Cruze back to Tampa, right? Back to Tampa, and Sean drove the mother's Chevy Impala to Tampa, right? And then he jumped in the car, his girl that was in the, not my bag, his passengers jumped in a cab, Uber, they call it now. He jumped in an Uber and he went back. They went back, the brothers allegedly went back to Tampa in an Uber and told him, yo, you drive back with all the artillery. You know what I mean? We out of here with the mission is accomplished, and, so on and so on. So now they got that out the way, right? So when the police was doing their investigation, they went to Sean's house, right? When they went to Sean's house, they seen the Impala there, the same Impala that was caught on camera doing all of this that was going on and that they was tracking on surveillance cameras at Sean's house. The car was registered to his mother's name and all. So, she's looking at going to prison for aiding and abetting, you know what I mean, for having knowledge of. So we're going to speak on what she did after that. Now let's talk about the guns real quick that was found. I'm just speeding through this because we ain't going to waste time like them other newscasters and podcasters. We're going to get right to the point. Now the guns. They had 2 AR-15 rifles that had shell catchers on them, so there was no shells left behind, right? Then they had a 9mm that was used that had a switch on it. The detectives found all 30 rounds that was fired from the 9mm on the ground. Now, when the detective raided Sean Garthright's house, they found assault-type rifles with the shell catchers on them, which they're saying is the same type of rifles that was used and the same type of shell catchers that was used at the Julio Foolio murder, so that's how they're trying to link that together. So the rifles had the cell catchers on them, and they're waiting on ballistics to come back on that. Right? So we don't know the ballistics yet, so that's what it is. So now, the detectives found shell casings from the 9mm, like I said, that was used. They found, shells that was found at the scene of Julio Foolio's murder and Gothright. So they got the actual casing that they saying already tested with the ballistics, found in Sean Gothwright's house, held as a souvenir, as a trophy, that he's the one that shot Julio Foolio with this type of bullet out of allegedly his gun. So that's where they got Sean Gothright, right? So now, detectives found more shell casings in Sean's house that they believe was a match for when Julio Foolio was shot on the first attempt on his life. So you understand. Now, the bullets that was found in Sean Gothwright's car when he was arrested matched the bullets they found at the scene of Julio Foolio's murder. They found the bullets that matched the joints from the scene of Julio Foolio's murder in this man's car while he was arrested. What do you think is going to happen with that? Put in the comments. I want all y'all to have all types of comments today. Let's get this thing moving. All right? Sean's mother, right? This is what Sean's mother did after she got caught up, right? Now, remember, we like to ride. Don't forget, we like to ride. All right? We like to ride. Now, right? Let me see where we're going to go. Sean's mother gave the detective, this is what she did. Sean's mother gave all the detective footage from her home surveillance camera, right, that showed Sean Gothright and his 4 friends coming in from Tampa wearing the exact same outfits that they was wearing, and now they didn't have their mask on because they felt they was home free at Sean Gothwright's house to put up the weapons for another alleged drive-by, slide, and hit, whatever you want to call it. Now, they got them jumping out the cars, like I said, wearing the clothes they had on, everything except for the mask, you know what I mean? And you could see them clear as day, so this is the evidence that they have, you know what I mean? And they said they was carrying bags, which is the evidence of the guns they allegedly used in these murders. Sean was allegedly attempted to escape from the police station investigation room. So let me explain to you how that worked. Now, he tried to escape, right? Okay, y'all think it's nothing. He tried to escape, ha, 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 ha. He must be guilty, all of that. But when he goes into the state or the feds, wherever they put this, because remember, they cross state lines from Jacksonville to Tampa with firearms. So that makes it a federal case. So now, they announced it in Tampa, so it may be a state Tampa case. But I'm letting you know from my experience, what usually happens with this is the feds want their shine too. So the feds come in and say, look, y'all did all that. We're going to take it from you. We're going to bring them in federal court so we can give them mandatory life in prison. You know what I mean? And the state is going to say, nah, we did the work. We did all this. Nah, we're not giving it to you. And they're going to fight, and the state will win unless the state agree to just give it to them. So that's what's going on with that. By him trying to escape out that interrogation room, once he enters into the state, I know this for a fact, he will have a red star next to his name. I did my whole 26 years with a red star, wasn't allowed to go to a camp or low. They fought me for 20 years, 2 decades, to get to a medium. You understand? It took 22 years for me to get to a medium because I allegedly stabbed 2 police in Lewisburg and started a riot. They say ain't nobody supposed to go against the government to try and start no riot. Let's put their hands on an officer. So we have to make an example off of unique Mecca audio. You know what I mean? Go look it up, you rat bastards. I done been through it all. Because I'm on here, you think I'm your equal. I can never be your equal, and you'll never be my equal. We all in our own lane. And that's why I say we ride. You know what I mean? Because I'm in my lane. Just leave me alone, I'm going to leave you alone. Now, Sean was allegedly, right, like I said, attempted to escape. We got that. They used their IDs, right? This how crazy this case is. They said that they used their IDs to rent the Airbnbs where they stayed in near Julio Foolio where they went and slept at the Airbnb. You know what I mean? They got it on camera when they went in. One of the brothers used his ID. You understand what I'm saying? To get the Airbnb that he's getting ready to do a murder, And then, just to show you they're young, it's not to disrespect them. So he used his ID. They got the cameras there because the Airbnb, so they see every time anybody come up or down to the front door to go in the house, so they make sure it's not too many people going on, they're not tearing up their property. So they got all of them going in there, signing in with his ID, all 5 of them walking in, all 5 of them getting dressed to go out on the mission, walking out. This is the evidence, man. It's what they call slam dunk. And then they got them going in, and like I said, in London they call it CCT cameras. I don't know what they call it in America, but they got the cameras that follow them everywhere they went from they left their Airbnb, to after they closed down Julio party and he went to the other party and they was, allegedly following him. And then after he went in the party and he went to the Holiday Inn, they allegedly followed him over there. And they got cameras on everywhere they went on the road, even all the times they circled around the car to make sure that Julio Foolio was in the car. These Europeans not playing, man. These Europeans not playing. I'm gonna say it like that. You ain't not playing. This is how I talk to the homies on the street. I'm gonna give it to you like how I tell you. Let's say me and the homies on the corner. I'm gonna talk to you now so you get to see how we do this. Let me get too close to the camera so you understand. These Europeans not playing, man. They trying to take a nigga life. You sitting here running around thinking you're going to do this and that. They got cameras everywhere. They even got these iPhones that we mandated to use if we want to keep in communication with our family, friends, loved ones, and even get our bag. They got our phone. They got our bank accounts on the phone. So we got no choice but to use the phone. But as we're using the phone to do our simple things like that, when we decide to cross over into the line of realm of illegal activity, they also got that down too. So now they can track everywhere you go with the phone. They put your credit card in the phone. So when you're allegedly going from from Jacksonville to Tampa, and you use your credit card, and you pay for gas, you pay for the stop at the Walmart to get something to eat, to laugh, to get the gear you need, to make sure you got your gloves and everything and you straight, you use your credit card. They know where you at. You know what I mean? From the credit card tracking, and then from the phone tracking. You see how simple this is? Then when you get up there, get the Airbnb, you use your ID, then you got to pay for the thing, and 9 out of 10, they're using the credit card. They use the credit card. Now they got their credit card and their ID. You see what I'm saying? This is how easy it is for them to put the case together. Stuff. I'm telling y'all, don't get involved in the street. It ain't worth it. Don't worry about all this crap I'm talking. It ain't worth it. I'm telling you, I did 26 years in federal prison. I sold 25 kilos a day in New York City alone, up in Washington Heights alone. Not saying what I did down on 8th Avenue. And, you know what I mean? And then I sent another 20, 30 keys up and down the eastern seaboard from New York down to, North Carolina. You understand what I'm saying? And got bagged. Spent 26 years in jail. I was at the top of the food chain, had all the women in the world. You know what I mean? Had all the jewelry in the world. I could go in and listen. See this hat? If I like this hat, I could go to the Mercedes dealer back then, you know what I mean? And tell them, y'all, I need a Mercedes Benz this color to match this hat and get it ready for me by the night. But the Mercedes Benz is $70,000, unique. I'm like, okay, all right, Well, the paint job be another $30,000, you know what I mean? And then you're saying you want it, tonight. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I got $120,000 cash right now. Had this car ready. I'm leaving you the $20,000. I'll come back tonight. It's ready. I got $100,000 for you for a car that you're telling me you only want $70,000 for. So that means whoever you take it to the paint, whatever you pay to the paint, out of that extra money, you understand what I'm saying? Out of that extra, $50,000. You know what I mean? Whatever extra it is, you just get the car painted and ready tonight. Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Hall. You know what I mean? That's how they handled this back then. You know what I mean? And even after having that type of access and power and financial freedom, it wasn't worth it because I sat in prison for 26 years where my children was raised without me, going through their traumas and trials and tribulations, where my daughters right now can't stand me. Y'all, I'm going to give it to you real, right? This is how real I am, so y'all understand, so you know why you don't want to go to jail. I got a daughter when I got locked up, she's 18 months. I come out, she's 28. Told you about one of them before. I got a couple of them 28, so you don't know who the hell I'm talking about. But I come out, she's 28. When I come out, and she's turning 28. She went in when I was 18 months, right? She told me the other day that I was a horrible man. I gotta laugh about Denzel Washington laugh. My daughter told me I was a horrible man. And she thought that was gonna get a negative reaction. You know what my response to my daughter was? What would your response to your daughter be if she told you you was a horrible man after you done been selling drugs from you was 7, 8 years old and carrying pistols and shooting people and getting shot and jumping off buildings and selling 25 kilos a day and poisoning the community up and down the eastern seaboard? What would you say to your daughter if she said that you a horrible man after you came home, you rehabilitated your life, you got 104,000 people on YouTube listen to you, and your own daughter tell you that you's a horrible man? Let's ride. See, this is how we ride. We're going to get back to the Sean Goff, right, and Lisa Anderson, because it's all about teaching the youth. When my daughter told me that, right, she ain't going to tell me that on the phone, even, it never would have been voice to voice. It never would have been in person, but she texted me that. You know what I mean? I responded and said, you're right. I was a horrible man. Now, would you like to meet the new man that I've become? Or would you like to still hold on to this horrible man that I left behind? I think I get a round of applause for that. I think I get a round of applause for that. You know what I mean? Relax, y'all. Relax. My daughter, when I left, she was 18 months. I come home, she's turning 28, told me I'm a horrible man. I laughed. I said, baby, you're right. I was a horrible man. What part of that you don't understand? Let's get to meet the new man I am. If you're not ready for that, no disrespect. I know y'all ain't gonna like this because you rat bastards don't like the real, but you had a gangster channel, so I'm telling you how gangster live his life. I told my daughter, if you don't like to meet the man that I am today, go about your mother effing business and leave me the F alone and let me continue to grow as the man that I've become and that I'm trying to become for my grandchildren. Because right now, I lost all of your time. Can't get that back. My choices screwed up your life. Got it. I'm responsible. I'm a horrible man. This is how these young men and women behind me is going to talk to their children they left behind. They said when they went in the house that Isaiah and Elisa had a baby in the house. If they're blessed to come out in 26 years, they're going to go through the traumas that my children is going through and myself is going through, trying to bond with my children that just don't want to let it go. And this is what I'm trying to prevent y'all from going down. This is a true survivor story. I don't want you to have to be a survivor of this crap. These young men and women and this woman behind me screwed their lives up right now. They in a pickle. So it ain't too much I can do for them unless they reach out. I can try and help them, give them legal advice by letting them know, exercise your Fifth Amendment right, like little Woody didn't shut the F up, but little Woody didn't shut the F up. You know what I mean? He's supposed to say, I said, get me a lawyer. Once you say get a lawyer, that stop all the process. Because Alicia Andrews tried to, she gave up too much already. It's all out of the mix. She gave up too much, enough to bury them. And then Sean Garthright, what is he, like 18 years old? If he got a kid, and he do the 26 years I did, you know what I mean? 46, you know what I mean? It's like 54 years old when he come home. When you come home and say, baby, be damn dead. What kind of crap is this? You know what I mean? If this is what you want, continue to do what you do. But I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like I said, Sean had a connection to a female, right? I'm going to somewhere else. Let me get back onto this. I'm going to ride back to that. You know what I mean? We going to deal with Sean them later. But I just want you to understand, see these 5 people behind me. You see 4, right? Now you see 5, right? Now, we talking about, Isaiah Chance and all that, Andrew Garfield, all that, But now, their lives, and if they have children, their children's lives will forever be affected by the decisions they made as young adults. We don't think about, listen, majority of us, we say we're doing it for our children. We hustling for our family. There was no food in it. We was eating whisk sandwiches. We was eating peanut butter with no jelly. You heard all the crap that the people say to make excuses. Well, I was living in an abandoned building. And I wasn't allowed to bring no meat in there because I was living and raised with Rastas. And I'm not using that for an excuse because I still made the choice. At any time, I could have walked out the apartment and never returned, but I chose to stay there. So if you chose to stay in the street, it's on you because it's not hard to turn around and walk away. It's not hard to turn around and walk away. If not, Unique Mecca Audio and everybody else on YouTube will be responding and making a video to your stupidity. Like my stupidity that cost me 26 years in jail. I don't know my children. These kids, they already say they get life. If they call it 25 to life, let's say they get out their first parole, they get out in 30 years. You understand what I'm saying? Young man, 18, 30 years from now, 48 years old. Young lady, 21, 22, 30 years from now, 51, 52. This girl gonna be 51, 52 when she come out. Look at her. I'm showing you the future of these children. Because I'm the future of my F-ups. And that's why I do this. My phone number is going to come on the screen. There it go. 917-680-9091. Don't call me wanting to talk. If you want to text me and I'll text you for free. If you want to talk on the phone, know that you're going to send me a Cash App. Call me Reverend Ike, Scooby, Ike, Dikey, whatever. But I don't have my time to give you for free talking on that phone because I'm in the battlefield trying to save these babies. Now, if you already subscribe. If you're already subscribed, hit the notification bell and share this video. That's all I'm asking. Because all the youth need to see this. And make sure you cop the book Aurora in Harlem so you can see how I screwed up my life at aroarinharlem.com on Google and Bing. www.aroar, R-O-A-R-I-N, Harlem, Harlem, just like the word on Google and Bing. Cop the book, man, so you can see how a black man screwed his life up out here trying to help you. Now you get these rat bastards that want to come. You know what I mean? Want to come for my head because I got triple their views. They couldn't put the work in. They don't have the content. They waste their time talking about the next person instead of about their experience and trying to help the youth. The book is also on Amazon, so you understand. The book is on Amazon. Hit the like button. Share the video, hit the notification, and I will be doing a live video tonight at 9:30. I forgot to mention it earlier. I will be doing a live video today at night at 9:30 on all the stuff that I've been talking about, the Young and Mays, the Foolio, the YSL trial, the Little Woody, the FGBG Duck. You know, I'm going to do a video where you can call in to the number on the screen. And that's when you could call in for free during the live. When the live is not on and you call me and I tell you, you know my Cash App work, that means send me a Cash App or get off my phone. No disrespect, just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? If you work and nigga call you while you on a job, you know what I mean? You already know. So let's stop the bull crap. All right, we're going to tap out because I want to do another video on, I ain't going to tell you what it is. I'm going to surprise you. All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. Baby horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we